All right, so let me make sure Bluetooth is off. Um, I think today would be more feasible to record a workout because the gym I'm going to is right downstairs um, on the first floor of my work center, and there probably won't be anybody in there. So here in the office, it's my pre-workout already, so I'm about to start drinking it pretty soon, and I'll head down there. I got legs, and honestly, they have like most of the stuff that I need. So, gonna record a couple of my top sets, and gonna do some different stuff today because it's not like it doesn't have like state-of-the-art equipment, but I think I'll still be able to get everything done that I need. So I'll check in with you guys or with myself once I get down there. All right, so here's a quick tour of the gym that I'll be working out at. Here's a dumbbell rack. The weights go up to 50. Adjustable bench. There's a decline bench for sit-ups and stuff too. Love that. They have their 45-degree hyperextension cardio machines. This is good for dips and I guess some ab exercises too. Bike, a couple of treadmills, cool stuff. You have your seated leg curl and leg extension, and then maybe this will come out and I could do some stuff maybe with Bulgarian split squats. If not, I can just use the bench over there. Towels, and there's a shower, full locker room in there. Amazing. I actually tried out this incline press, and they also have a shoulder press and a flat chest press, I think, setting there, so you can adjust it however, and it actually does work the upper chest pretty good. So push day could possibly be done here because you got the dips, and then I do incline here. Awesome row for upper back, and then if you have the handles, if you grip it like neutral grip, it does hit lats pretty good from what I've experienced. Of course, it comes with a lat pull down attachment. Leg press. So this will be one of my pressing movements today with my feet off of with my heels at the very bottom, hanging off of there. And you got some exercise med balls, a crunch thing, which I'm probably not going to use. Going to do some different ab stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So there's the tour, and about to get after it. All right, guys. So as you can see here, I'm starting my leg workout, and I usually do start my leg workouts with some type of activation movements. This is a side plank clamshell, and I work in IT jobs, so I do sit a lot. I drive a lot. I have a sort of a lengthy commute to work, so I am on my butt all the time. So my hips and my glutes just fall asleep all the time, and these are actually way harder than it looks. 5 per side were pretty difficult, so I need to strengthen these a lot. But I did feel my hips and glutes they felt a lot better after doing these. When I go to DMV Iron, I usually warm up with the abductor machine, or abductor, yeah, that's right, abductor machine, and that gets my hips warm too. But these ones, when you add the side plank to them, just adds a little bit more, of a core stability factor to that. So that's a great movement. Also with these, what I'm doing now is warming up my knees, walking backward on a treadmill that's off, obviously. So that warmed my knees up pretty good. And here I usually start my leg days with some type of hamstring movement, and luckily this little gym downstairs has a seated hamstring curl. And if you notice, I am leaning forward a little bit in the seat and using those front handles to grab onto so I can maintain that lean forward position. That just gives me a little bit more of a stretch at the very top of the movement. And here's my top set here. These were pretty hard, and I don't know if I have enough time in this video to go over, like, reps in reserve, or training to like 1 to 3 reps shy of failure, but that was a pretty good stopping point for me there. Most important thing is, I have that, I have those reps logged, and the next time I do this workout here, try to beat that with either more reps, or more sets. And that's what progressive overload is all about. You look back at what you did and you try to do more, the next time, or over a month. If you're not improving from what you did, then something's wrong. You need to change something up. So moved on here to the leg extension. These felt pretty good. This machine was pretty smooth, actually. There's like, you'll see on the next few clips when I'm doing the leg press, the resistance on that thing just felt really weird. But on this machine though, the resistance felt great, and I could almost do the full stack on this. So this is my first pressing movement. If you notice, my heels are hanging off of the pad there. That's just to promote more knee flexion, and that's, the more knee flexion you get in a movement, the more you target the quads. So a lot of people would try to, put their feet up high on the pad, and yeah, you might be able to lift more weight that way, but you're not really working the quads. You're not really doing, that's fine if you don't want to work it, but I'm trying to work the quads here, and it's a lot harder to do it that way. There's a lot more range of motion that you cover, and this is my top set here. Like I said, this machine had a weird resistance. It felt like it was almost, it was kind of rusty, and especially near the bottom of the movement, it was pretty hard to press back up. And I'm a guy who can do like 7, 8, 9 plates on a Cybex leg press. So once again though, we're not trying to lift the most weight here. We're trying to achieve full range of motion, and hit like 1 to 3 reps shy of failure, because that's what's been shown to recruit the most muscle fibers, which in turn leads to the most muscle growth, which is kind of the phase that I am in my training right now. I'm not really trying to be super strong right now. I just want to kind of recomp, lose fat, and gain muscle, so I can have some more confidence in what I look like, which is not shallow. It's just another phase that I'm in. It's a goal that I'm in right now, and I want to look good for summer next year. So here's a little bit of a strength and muscle building movement. It's a great movement, 45-degree back extensions, and I'm holding a 50-pound dumbbell there in a kind of a Zercher style hold, and this is great for your entire posterior chain. I love doing these. Man, these clips are kind of...
So I'm nearing the end of my workout. As you can tell, it's going pretty well.
Let me stop recording.
Drenched in sweat. We're finishing off legs kind of with a Bulgarian split squat, and I'm not sure if a lot of people know about this trick. I've known about it for a few years, but maybe others don't know about it. But oftentimes a Bulgarian split squat is hard to set up. So just watch the sequence. Yeah, I'll just show you really quick.
So the Bulgarian split squat to me is one of the best leg exercises you can do in terms of strength and muscle growth. There's a balance factor there, and then you can really, put a lot of, tension and work the leg, work the quad, glute, adductor a lot with this movement. Great for athletic performance as well. But I feel that people don't do this a lot because of the setup. And if you just look at how I'm setting up, I'm putting the dumbbell right next to an almost extended foot, so that when I get into position, I can just pick the dumbbells right up. I think a lot of people make the mistake of already holding the dumbbells from a standing position and trying to put that back foot onto the bench or pad or whatever, and they end up losing balance and then jumping around with that front foot. It's way easier to do it this way. So the next time you try these, try it this way, and it makes the movement just that much less painful, because doing the reps here just take everything out of me. I don't know about y'all, but these are brutal. And after doing 2 other quad movements, before this, the 35s were kind of kicking my ass. I did 1 top set of 8 each leg, and that was pretty good for me. And after the quads, just, calves are not a weak point on my body, so I normally just do like a set of calves, just like so I can get some work in. That's how I do a lot of my body parts. Like my back, I feel my back is a strong suit, so I don't try to destroy my back all the time. I have some body parts that I want to work on more, so I put more volume and more emphasis on those. Just doing calves on a dumbbell, making sure I get a full stretch at the bottom, and these workouts are not about moving weight. It's all about the stretch and the contraction. That's what kind of bodybuilding is all about, and that's what really builds muscle the best. And of course, got to do the core work. I'm in a recomp mode. That's kind of where my goal is lying. I'm trying to lose fat, gain muscle, look good, and still stay strong at the same time. And having a strong core, having abs is just something that everybody wants, and I'm trying to get it this year. And I don't have to say this too much. You guys should probably already know this, but the biggest thing to revealing, all the muscle you work for is a good diet. And that's something that I've always struggled with. I'm a big foodie. I live in a foodie town. My girl's a foodie, so we eat good all the time. But, all it takes is that decision. All it takes is a choice to just maybe sacrifice for a few months, because really all it is, you can lose a good amount of fat. You can make a lot of progress with just a few months of consistency. And it's hard for me, life happens, and it's hard for me to even string together a week of good habits. So that just goes to show, just consistency, man. And just, I love, even though I'm in that phase, I just love training for functionality. These are bird dog rows, good for your core, and it's a good anti-rotation movement, good for performance, good for sports. It's going to make you really strong. Look it up on YouTube on how to perform these, trying not to let the body twist around. And so it's pretty hard to do that, especially when you're holding a dumbbell and rowing it. This is not a back builder. This is a core builder. So I'm training core pretty extensively this workout, because there's not that many leg movements that I can do here, even though I did a good amount. And so here, I don't normally do these a lot, but I just wanted to, work the obliques just a little bit more with some side bends. I'm not trying to bend my spine all the way down. I'm just trying to contract one side and just get a little bit of a stretch, because a lot of people mess their backs up doing this. So the range of motion on these is not too great. Just kind of crunch to one side and then get back to a neutral spine after. And All right, so the lifting portion is over. Overall, pretty great workout, even though I don't work out here often. I was able to do 2 pressing movements, and with good full range of motion, good intensity. That's all that really matters. You work out hard, and the next time you do the workout, you just try to get better. So got a really good workout in, and I'm gonna do about 20 minutes of cardio, then I'm out of here. All right, so cardio today is 20 minutes on the treadmill at a 7% incline, 2.2 miles per hour for 20 minutes. So these other cardio machines didn't feel too good. And yeah,
your choice of cardio is up to you, as long as you're consistent with it, and preferably if you can, you know, track somehow how many calories you burn. I think that's just a plus, but as long as you're out there doing consistent movement for like 15, 20, 30 minutes, like, it doesn't really matter. So gonna finish this up, then head home and get some food. It's cutting season, baby. Let's go.